Welcome to Good Vital Mornings. Daily inspiration and that good music. Yes. Good Vital Morning daily inspiration and that good music. I'm your boy, your cousin, your big uncle, all that bag of chips and a 50-cent juice. I am he, Mr. PL Sweets, and I just want to say good morning. You know, it occurred to me a moment ago that this is the last show for the year for Good Vital Morning, because the next time you'll hear my voice, it will be New Year's Day, and we will have a show on New Year's Day. Trust and believe. There will be a show on New Year's Day. So, which means we're upon the weekend. Which brings me to the title of today's song, which I shall not share I shall share momentarily. But in preparation for the weekend, I thought about sparks of inspiration. You know how sometimes you'll wake up with a spark of inspiration, meaning that you'll have an idea, and in your mind and in your imagination, it's you can hear it, feel it. You're putting it together musically, you're putting it together creatively, you're putting it together technically. All of these things are happening in a wave, and you're kind of in between awake and sleep. And it's at that moment when you are fully awake, is that when the idea is clearest. That's when the idea is most clear. And when you have that, it's so important to take advantage of that first minute, to be able to take advantage of the creative thing that's happening in you, because we are all built to create. We are all creative beings in whatever field that we're in, whether you're a mechanic, whether you're a athletic trainer, whether you're a musician, whether you're a videographer, whether you're a director, a producer, whatever you are, whatever your craft is, you have a creative process to the craft that makes it you. And this happens to me so often. And the times that I regret the most is when I don't take advantage of that 1 minute that I have to be able to grab it, write it down, grab my voicemail, grab my phone, whatever I got to do to capture it in its truest form, so then I can replicate the idea completely. It's been so many times, and I know you've done this many times, is that you have an idea and you say, I'll get back to it. And then when you go back to it, it ain't the idea. And then on top of that, it ain't the same. These are drops of inspiration through your creative process, through who you are as an individual, that drop into, whether you're a lawyer or a doctor. Everything starts with a spark of creative inspiration. Everything you see, everything you smell, everything you touch came from a spark of creative inspiration. And those of us who take advantage of it get to see it grow into fruition. This record that I'm about to play for you is exactly how it came to be. It's exactly how it came to be. You know, the crazy thing is, I didn't realize it until I listened to the interview. Now, This is part of what you're going to listen to is part of an interview of my mentor, Leroy Burgess. And I am doing a documentary of one of his smash hit records that wasn't by him. It was written by him. It was created by him. But his process on how it came to be is exactly how I'm describing it. Exactly how I'm describing it. So take a listen to this.
One morning, I woke up early in the morning and had an idea in my head from a song that I heard in a dream. And I just started going over to the Fender Rhodes piano, and without turning it on, I just started banging it out so I could hear the tones to begin composing it. After a minute, I was banging loud enough to wake James up. And, you know, he looked at me a little bit annoyed, but then he said, "What's that you making?" And I was like, "This is something new. Maybe I'm working it on for Patrick." He got up, started working on his bass, added a bass line to what we did, and that began the early evolution of Weekend. Shortly after that, we had a song, a full song with the lyrics and melody and all of that. And we did a demo. We did a demo. Now, here's the funny thing about a demo back then. When you're talking about 1976. 1977, 78. We had two cassette tape recorders. You might remember them, the old Panasonic single cassette non-stereo little recorders that everybody used to carry around. We had two of them. So what we did was we did bass and keyboards with a click track on one keyboard. Then we played that tape back while we recorded on the second Panasonic tape deck. And after bouncing back and forth, we finally had enough of a lead vocal, enough of the instruments to present a real noisy, airy version to Patrick. Fortunately, Patrick was farsighted enough to look past the noise of it, right, and actually appreciate the song. And he gave, right then and there, he gave me the contract to actually develop the song for recording.
Do you understand what I just played for you? This is what I played for you. This is Weekend. Patrick Adams presents PHREEK, spelled PHREEK. This was one of the hugest, it's not even a word. This was one of the amazing records and still playing on the radio today. Came out of a dream. He realized that he used what he had, which then allowed him to present the idea to someone who can see beyond the technical stumbling blocks, but technical issues of it, but it was able to hear past that and said, yes. And it's on the airways the next year. And one of the classic garage themes and worldwide, one of the biggest records of his career. And it started with an idea. So much so, right now, he tours with this song. Listen. Yeah. So, let me ask you this question. What are you going to do the next time you get that spark of inspiration? Are you going to let it slip by, or are you going to do something about it? Or are you going to just prepare yourself, because you have to know how creative things happens to you? I need pen and paper next to me in bed. I need to have my phone here when I do that. Because my creative ideas happen when I do this. Prepare for your sparks, because you know how creative ideas arrive to you, so that you don't miss the moment that could change your life. That's it. Hey, man, I'll see y'all next year. I'll say it like my good friend Corrado always says. Be good to yourself.